Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
It's Madden NFL 23 on.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins. First play and a first pass for Cousins. And incomplete to open things up. This defense for the Jets, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will have a Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Play fake. Cousins. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he goes out right around the 39. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, They don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
Ready.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Wide open receiver complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him. Bring it up 4th down.
Looking to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now back to throw. Touchdown! Jamison Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. First down throw for Cousins. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out?
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is it. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense.
On the set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining.
Okay, right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On play action, they'll throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada. And it's the Bills who lead that one late in the second quarter. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. The Chiefs seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Keenan Allen, well over 100 yards with 2 touchdown catches to boot. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there. These 2 teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. He'll look to throw. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Back to throw here. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw away.
Second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Saquon Barkley.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They're going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Touchdown!
Zay Jones.
44 yards. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. We have played 3 quarters. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw going into the hands of Williams.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing is Cousins. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cousins on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he's going to try and do this himself. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Cousins throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One last shot now for Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile,
yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boys for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna